Hi, I am Suganya, Assistant Professor in Department of Business Administration in Dr. SNS Rajarashmi College of Arts and Science. So today we are going to discuss arrays concept in C programming. So let us start from the introductions to the array. So array is nothing but multiple values in single variable. That is the main concept of arrays. So array is going to hold multiple values in a single variable. So in earlier stages the variable one variable going to hold only the one value. So in case of arrays concept, by using the arrays concept we can hold more number of or multiple values it going. So here I am mentioning that continuous memory holding of same data type elements. So it is nothing but the variable going to hold the same data type of the elements only it going to store. For example, if you want to hold the value of number, but we can use the data type as integer. By in case of using the multiple letters in a single, we can going for the character. So single letters we can have in the character. So by holding, by incorporating these things we can store in the characters. So in case of floating point, that is the decimal point, we can going for float. Okay, so each element going to numbered in the arranging order. That is, first element will be stored first, second element. For example, if you want to store a particular student mark in all subject, means we can going for the integer. So why we are going for integer means integer going to hold only the numbers. That's why I'm going for integer data types. So it going to enable going to enable fast access and manipulations of multiple data items in the arrays concept. That's why we are going for arrays. So next, how we are going to declaring an array. So for declaring an array, there will be a sequence of process to be carried out. First one will be the syntax, that is called as a syntax. Syntax will be data type, variable name. Inside of the brackets, we have to specify how many number of values it going to store. That is mean by size. Size of the value it must be stored. Data type, array name, bracket, the size of the value. For example, I'm giving here is integer is a data type, number is a array name. Inside of the brackets, I am going to hold the 10 elements mean we have to specify the size as the 10, and you have to give the values. So the array size to be mentioned clearly. So in cases without the array size also it is possible for declaring the array. So how it going to take the size of the array means by giving the values, how many values are present in the array, it is going to store as a size. It is taken as the size of the array. So that is the concept of declaring the arrays. So next, so how we are going to initialize some value to the particular arrays concept. For initializing the arrays, we have to use the value, we have to assign some value to the particular variable using the equal to operator. So how it is going to assign? So for example, I have to specify the data type, that is integer, variable name, we have to specify or may not be specify the size of an array equal to some value you are going to given. So for example, if you specify in the array size as 5 means we have to include 5 elements in the array. Yes, that is the concept of initializing the array. So here I am specifying the array value as 5 means size will be 5 means we have to specify 5 elements. So the array going to hold the value of 5 elements. That is the concept of initializing the array. So how we are going to access the array value from the array? Okay, how we are going to access the value from the array means through using through index position or yes, index position, index or a position we have to use and access the array elements. So here we have discussed about what is the array and how we are going to declare an array and how we are going to assign some value to the particular arrays. Thank you.